Good evening, everybody. We begin with a local breaking news alert in Green Township, where there's been a house fire, and according to the family, it's claimed 2 lives. The fire started just before 9 tonight on Jessup Road, just west of White Oak in Green Township. Local 12's Angela Ingram is on the scene, and we understand the victim here is an elderly couple. Is that right?
That is what the family is telling us, Rob, and firefighters told us just a short while ago that they did find the body of one of the victims that lived inside of this home. Now, the family believes that both of their loved ones have passed away, and this is an elderly couple in their 80s, and this is not the first time this family has suffered a tragedy. We will get back to that in a few minutes, but let's look at the video because this was really a challenge for firefighters this evening. As you said, this fire is on Jessup near Gaines. This is in Green Township. And the firefighters tell us that they got the call around 8:47. 3 minutes later, they were on scene. But unfortunately, at that point, this fire was fully involved. Family members tell us that the elderly couple does live alone, but they're a very close family, a large family, and they check on their elderly loved ones. They had just seen them earlier this evening, and then this happened. And again, we just talked to firefighters about some of the difficulties and the challenges putting this out and getting in there to recover the bodies, and this is what one fire spokesperson had to say.
Firefighter safety always, is a very high priority, and like you said, portions of the house collapsed, so we're working around debris, which makes the search more difficult, and we're worrying about firefighter safety at the same time.
Now, it's very hot still inside of the house, so firefighters say it will be some time before they can get inside of there and recover the bodies. But again, just a huge tragedy this evening. When we first pulled up here, there were a lot of people out, some neighbors who were very concerned about the elderly couple, hoping and praying that they made it out safely. But again, the family is telling us that they did not, and firefighters have recovered one body. Rob, back to you.
Do they have any idea yet what caused this home to go up so quickly as it appeared to do?
We just don't know at this point, Rob, and that's part of their investigation. But again, because that building is collapsing and causing so many problems, they're not able to get in there right away. They do have their investigators on scene to figure out why this fire started.
We have been told here in the newsroom that these are the grandparents of 3-year-old Jason Evers, who so many people remember was killed by Adrian Williams in 1982. Is that true?
That is what the family is telling me, Rob. And initially when we got here, the neighbors were saying those are Jason Evers' grandparents inside of that house. We believe that that is the house. And as we got over here to the other side, family members were just overcome with grief. And our own Kevin Jordan, our chief photographer, actually recognized Jason's father, who broke through this tape. He was so emotional. As you can imagine, he's lost his son, and then he finds out his parents have died in a fire. So there's just a lot of emotion tonight. Another family member did tell me that he works with the sheriff's department. He is the sheriff's deputy. He told me that those are his grandparents who live inside of the house, and he also said that he is the grandson of Jason Evers' grandparents. So by all accounts here, the family is confirming that. They also mentioned to me, Rob, that they have yet another family member who died in a tragedy, and they have been fighting diligently to keep both Jason's murderer and that other individual locked up in prison.
Horrible news of this tragedy tonight in Green Township. Thank you very much. Just for those of you who know this Jason Evers story, Adrian Williams was convicted of killing him in 1982, and Williams kidnapped Evers, you may recall, from the Springfield Township YMCA, and then Evers was never seen again. That's a picture of the beautiful little boy. Williams told us, meaning Local 12, in a 1995 jailhouse interview that he fell on top of the boy and accidentally smothered him. But the court system didn't believe that.